One love,
one life.
one destiny.
It's what he says. I got that wrong.
One love, the film that's about Bob Marley's life, or a small portion of it because it's only like 5 years of his life. What do you think about it?
As you can probably tell, really, I thought it was pretty boring. Again, mainly because, well, can't really say because you couldn't actually understand what they were saying half the time because of the Jamaican accent, obviously, which fair enough, but I still couldn't understand it.
Yeah, it needed subtitles, didn't
it? Yeah, I just really wouldn't recommend it just for that, really. But I don't know what other issues did it have. Like you said, it was like a small part of his life. I wanted to know his upbringing, really, what made him who he is, But I don't know, it just didn't really have that.
Yeah, I agree. I think the only good part about it was when he played football. In a few scenes, and he got snapped, didn't
he? Yeah.
Some French guy.
Yeah, French guy. Being like classic Frenchman. Yeah. Just being like obnoxious, wasn't
he? Yeah, hassling him. Bob Marley was there for just, keep up appearances. Just doing a photo shoot, really, wasn't
he? Yeah.
And he just went and snapped him on his toe, and then that led him to fucking die of cancer, didn't it?
Yeah, it's actually
it might have been.
I think that's what happened, right?
Yeah.
He damaged his toe and it wouldn't heal because he had this cancer, didn't he? Anyway, that's like a really small element of this.
Actually, it could have helped him if he actually took this injury seriously.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't healing clearly, so there's something wrong with him.
Yeah.
He just wouldn't get it checked. He carried on going on tour. So the French guy always helped him out there, but
yeah.
That was God giving him a sign that he had cancer, and he ignored it.
Yeah. There's a lot of people in the screening, they're like, oh yeah, let's go get high and watch this movie. I don't really understand that. What's the point in that? But I think that's actually driving a lot of people to go and watch it. Because it's actually doing quite well in the box office wise.
Yeah, it is doing pretty good at the box office. I'd say it's unfounded though, because the movie's shit. The people who came into the screen and who'd smoked the ganja.
Yeah.
They actually left about 40 minutes in.
Yeah. It did.
Yeah, I suppose it doesn't actually make a difference for the box office because they still get that money.
Yeah.
I don't think they're that bothered.
Yeah. One thing I want to mention actually is there were a lot of the musical set pieces of him on tour, wasn't there?
Yeah.
It was like every like 20 minutes, like once he actually started performing, he'd have music. So if you like his songs, then it's a good thing for you, really. Like Elvis recently, like they cut a lot of it short, didn't they? The music sequences.
Yeah.
They didn't play like a full song, but Bob Marley they did, really.
Yeah, but the problem with the song choices were pretty poor.
Yeah.
I only recognised 2 songs. Well, I'm not a big Bob Marley fan, but most of them I never heard of them in my life.
Yeah. And then the main funny thing plot-wise for me was obviously it's all real, isn't it? So there's no plot holes in it. But when the dude gets shot, what was he, just his mate to begin with, isn't
he? Yeah, and then he becomes his band manager.
Yeah, he becomes his manager after. He's a long-term friend basically. And he's they're just chilling, in the crib. Some dude just comes. He's raging that Bob Marley's getting involved in the politics in Jamaica, or he's been sent by one of these politicians. And then he literally just goes in there and just lights him up. Basically, he just goes into the kitchen, and just starts shooting the hell out of him. And the guy is sort of a reluctant bodyguard. He just takes all the bullets for Bob, basically because he's closest to the dude. So I think he shoots Bob a couple of times. Bob's down. He's like, oh yeah, he's dealt with. He just unloads on the other guy, and then just runs off, doesn't he?
Hmm.
And then they all go to the hospital. Like a few people got shot, and then
including Bob's wife.
oh yeah,
she got shot in the head, and I don't really understand how she survived it, but apparently her dreadlocks made her not die from a gunshot wound to the head, which was pretty miraculous. And she woke up like, I don't know, seemed like the next scene, but I'm guessing it's a few days later, because Bob's fine, and he'd been shot in the heart, so
yeah.
he must have had some recovery time, but she wakes up after getting shot in the head. And then she goes and sings while she's still got the bandage on her.
Yeah, if that's how it happened, that's very impressive.
Yeah, that is wild.
Like, you know, you've been shot in the head, you're using all your energy to, you know, heal yourself. And then somehow you can, you know, she's singing like really well, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might have ended up on the album. What she did there.
Yeah, wasn't bad. It's the one who got shot in the head.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but then this other dude, you know, he like recovers. They send him like somewhere in Europe, wasn't it? They sent him. Obviously, he got shot in Jamaica.
Miami.
Miami, yeah. He got shot in Jamaica, so they fly him to Miami because, you know, Bob Marley's bowling, and he's got this massive like organization basically of Rastafarians who like with him.
Yeah, and they just pack about and smoke weed and say, "Oh, your music's good."
Yeah.
Just hype beasts.
Yeah. just hype men, and like they're just there, like, you know, organizing stuff for him. Like that one scene where Bob comes in and some woman's like, "Oh, could I get a bit of you know, a bit of money for make my shop?"
That's got to be racist.
And all that. And then Bob's like, "Oh yeah, take care of this woman, will you?" To the guy who got shot. You know, this is like years in the future. Take care of this woman for me, well, you know, that's what they're there for, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Bob doesn't care about the finances. But he always says that, actually, didn't he? He didn't care.
He's there for the people.
Yeah.
Not for himself.
Yeah. I actually think he's actually like a good, you know, he's a good person, and he like a good character. You know?
Yeah, except for the whole being on his wife.
Well, yeah, but you know, man's balling, isn't he? What's he gonna do?
He sees a sweet young thing, an 18-year-old, and just can't resist himself.
Yeah, because they had kids with like multiple women, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then they're all at the crib, like the main crib in Jamaica. They're all just in there, like, well, I don't know where the mothers are. I don't know, but it really didn't explain any of it, did it?
No, it didn't explain his life at all, really.
No.
It just showed you like a snapshot of his life, and it didn't explain anything.
Yeah. Like I didn't get his motivations, like at all. Like, like, why was he doing the stuff he did? Why did he think it was okay to have multiple wives when not multiple wives, multiple girlfriends and one wife? When, you know, it's shown that he'd known his wife from when he was young, really. She introduced him to Rastafarianism, didn't she?
Yeah, and she's a backing singer in his band.
Yeah.
His wife is.
It's fully intertwined, aren't they? But it didn't show him like having affairs or anything. Like, again, like in Elvis, it's showing that, didn't it? Elvis wasn't a perfect man, was he? Like,
you know, girls who just spread themselves at Elvis, and he couldn't resist, could he?
No.
And it showed that. And they had like a bit of a scene in Elvis saying like, just human or whatever, and they just showed that he admitted that he did it.
Yeah.
But in Bob Marley, his wife says it, they're having an argument, and she just says one little thing like, "Oh, I'm fine with you having children with other women," and it's never brought up again or anything. One throwaway like used in an argument to say, "Oh, you're the one who goes and cheats.
Yeah.
So I'm better than you."
And yeah, back to the manager again. Like,
can't get this point finished.
Because because like after he beats him up, doesn't he? Because he does like a dodgy deal. You know, he's trying to get like a tour around Africa, is he? Is that the one? Or is it America that he's taking the money on the sly? You know?
No, I think it's the African one, because Bob's raging that we don't want money from the African one. This is just for the people.
Yeah. So like Bob hears like, you know, off his wife actually. You know, his wife's like, oh yeah, manager the guy. He's like, you know, taking some backhanders for this tour. And Bob's like, hey, it's not about the money, it's about the people. What's your problem? And then he just punches him, doesn't he? And then is he gonna whack him with a steel chair like he's in WWE or something? Like if that, I don't know if that actually happened or not. But then like, get off him, bro. All his boys and whatever are like, oh, get off him, bro. You're gonna kill him if you hit him with that. Like,
even though he survived 6 gunshot wounds.
yeah.
and he brings that up in that fight. He's like, I took 6 bullets for you. And then, you know, steel chair's not going to harm him, really.
Yeah.
He's bulletproof. You just send him to Miami, smack him with a steel chair, and just send him to
Yeah. Yeah, just get the plane ready. I'm gonna smack him with this.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You know, that doctor was a miracle worker.
Yeah. Like it just didn't explain how he recovered, did it? It's just like one scene, he just turned up and he was fine. Like he's...
Yeah, and that's actually what I said after we left the film. I was like, I did not know it was the same guy.
Yeah.
I just assumed he got shot 6 times. He was just dead.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And they said they were sending him to Miami. But you're just like, well, they're just sending him there for no reason because he's clearly gonna die.
Yeah,
He was shot 6 times. But no, he survived. And then it didn't tell you later on he'd appeared. And then I just thought it was a different guy. And then in that scene they had a fight with him. He's like, oh, I took 6 bullets for you. And then you're like, what the hell is that guy? It's the same guy who got shot in the beginning.
It's like some sort of reveal, wasn't
it? Crazy. At one point I forgot the actor who plays him. What's his name?
Yeah, Kingsley Ben-Adir.
Yeah, he's just the worst actor I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he's stiff. Yeah, because he was in One Night in Miami, wasn't he? That movie was boring. And he was like really pretentious. I don't know if that's what Malcolm X was like actually like, you know, when he played him in that movie. Like, he was very pretentious, and I don't know, just something about him I don't like.
Gives you vibes that if you talked to him, said hi to him, he would ignore you. That sort of thing.
Yeah. I don't know. Is like Bob Marley like a happy dude? Is he? Like
yeah.
I don't know what he's like. I don't
seems
know.
like it.
Yeah, but he didn't really come across like that in the movie, did he? So he's like, you know, obviously he's gonna be chilled, and he like, you know, imagine that. But I thought like he'd be like larger than life, but it wasn't played like that. I don't know if he was like that in real life or not. I don't know.
I would say he must have done his research, the actor, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
he doesn't really portray anyone good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to any of his upcoming movies.
I don't like him that much that I just don't know when his next movie's coming up.
Yeah.
I don't even remember his name.
Yeah.
You just said it like a minute ago and I already forgot.
Yeah.
What is your conclusion then? In conclusion of this film, is it worth anything?
Is it worth anything? I don't know. Like, the main thing is that you couldn't understand them like half the time. So I just wouldn't watch it for that reason. Maybe you could watch it if you can get, streaming subtitles. You might get something out of it. Like I said, if you like the music, he sings a few of them. Shows you a bit of how, his band got together, a bit of that sort of stuff. But apart from that, like, very limited about his life. Like, you're probably better off just watching a documentary or reading about it, really.